All right, Jake, this is a property that you worked on a few weeks ago that we filmed in one of the videos. And here's the property owner. Would you like to introduce her?
This is Allie. Allie, she lived here. It was her first home she'd ever bought on her own.
Yeah. So what's going on today?
We have a camper coming in to donate to her to give her a place to live until she rebuilds, or at least have a place she can call home.
Yeah. So how long have you lived here?
I bought it at the end of 2022, I guess, so just 2 years.
Yeah. Did you have any type of insurance that's going to cover anything for you think?
No. Well, I had homeowner's insurance, but no flood insurance because we're outside of the floodplain. So I had a really great adjuster actually that's going to cover my roof, and that's about it. And I got a payout from FEMA, but I got a mortgage and all that, so it doesn't cover nearly what my mortgage was.
Did you care to tell us how much you still owe?
I got in total, I got 52 from FEMA, I got 9 from insurance, and I owe 140.
Okay. So how was your process with FEMA? You're one of the first people I've talked to that's actually got some money from them already.
Yeah, they were good. I mean, I had a guy that came down who was super kind, so, you know,
That's
I mean.
crazy. That's the most I've heard. So.
Yeah, that's the most I've heard too.
Yeah.
So.
Really good.
Yeah. So I think I got lucky. I got some really good people that came in and just wanted to do well by me. So
And tell me that figure from FEMA again.
52.
52. I didn't think that's paying that much out really.
Yeah. So you can get 42 is the max for the structure, and then there's another. I think there's another max of 42 for personal belongings. But I had a 600 square foot house, so I got about like 9K or something for personal belongings.
So was it hard to get them to come out?
Well, because it was inaccessible for a while, it took a little bit. But once I learned that we could get down through Cove, they were pretty good.
So you basically owe $140,000 on the lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna try to rebuild?
I just got to figure it out. I mean, there's a lot to figure out. I work in town, and so just like not having access to the switchbacks is hard. And I got 2 dogs, and you know, it's just there's a lot of stuff down here right now. But I love it here. It's my home. It's where my heart is, and so just figuring it out little by little. But definitely.
Her house is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw lots of pictures she sent me. It was really pretty.
Yes.
Yeah, it was sweet. It was the Duke's cabin. They built it in the 80s. It was their family home, and I bought it from them. And
How long ago was it that you bought the home?
bought it, 2022, 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so you're gonna plan on staying in, try to get your power. What are you gonna need? Power pole and.
You need power. Need to figure out the septic. Need to figure out the well. Figure out internet, maybe. But the dogs and I will be down here, and we can hike in the game lands and
I think I can
swim in
cover
the river.
everything but the internet. I got the
That
rest,
I
and
can
the gears
figure
are turning, but I think we can provide.
Need a temp pole first, I guess. Get that in here next.
We have a volunteer electrician that is eager to do something, so we'll get him down here.
So you've been able to get quite a few RVs this weekend delivered posted from your page.
Yes, sir. This is number 3. So
Number 3 coming
Yes, sir.
there. Well,
and we should have one more coming, maybe towards the end of the day, up the road.
okay.
well, I'm so grateful to y'all. I mean, you're giving me a home back and a place where I can be, and in the place that I
Thank God.
love.
Glad we could help.
Jake's done so much, and the whole team, to make it look like my house again, my place.
I remember my first home. Like it's a big deal. I remember how proud I was. So to have it wiped off the map at
Yeah.
2 years in I get it.
And still owe money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big
Worse,
deal.
it's bad enough just to lose it if you had insurance, but did not
Yeah.
get covered. So.
Yeah, I'm a 30-year-old single gal. You know, it's just like, I don't have that kind of cash.
So what type of work do you do?
I work I help folks enroll in health insurance. I basically work in like an anti-poverty organization.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. We're waiting for that trailer to get here.
Yeah.
Then one can wrestle that out once she drinks.
Brand new almost, ain't it? It's probably about $350. Good thing to save right there.
Probably exploded with that much water in there.
This was her only home. The girl that lived here, she just bought it too. Name's Allie. Water heater and that window AC unit doesn't look like it got in the water. Anything else that that you can think of, I'll get it out. All right. Well, we'll.
Yeah, you got a big piece of plastic.
Oh. Metric or standard?
I got that plastic out of your drive.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, Jake.
Yes.
Tell us what you're going to do today.
I've got to demolish a few homes here for the homeowners because the state's picking up the trash if it's by the road, and you know they're in here picking up currently, so I want to be sure to get them down before they have to pay for.
So FEMA's done looked at the houses and.
Yes, and they condemned them. Obviously,
Condemned them.
I mean it wasn't here; it was over there somewhere.
Yeah, we don't know where it was at.
I don't even know where it was, to be honest.
So you talk to the homeowners, and this is something you do for them for free.
Yeah. So they don't have to pay somebody to demolish their house.
For the donations that come in.
And then I'm gonna clean the lots and make them
Okay.
slick and smooth, and
Sounds like a big day here in the Cove.
they can decide what they want to do from there.
All right, what's your name?
My name's John Toomas.
John, where you from?
Saluda, North Carolina.
Why are you down here helping?
To help out people that were not as fortunate as we were up the mountain. So it's anything we can do to, make it better for them.
What project are you working with?
The Green Race Conservation Project, which is started by John Grace. That's what's kind of funding our efforts down here to rent machinery and, get everything moving as much as we can.
All right, so you're using the Bobcat today?
Yeah, the old Bobcat E50. It's a great little machine for getting around small stuff. And of course, Jake's got the bigger machine, so it's a little bit easier for them to demolish the big houses.
So you're going to do a little bit of support for him today?
We are. I'll probably get into a little tighter areas where it's a little bit more difficult for them and try to help out any way we can.
All right, well, it's a pleasure working with you today.
Thank you, guys. That's what I figured as much, because he had told me this morning, that one. And then I haven't heard anything about the brown house, though. I haven't even nothing about that.
Sitting out here in the weather either.
No.
So this is stuff that came out of the house that some people got out.
Said she was down this weekend and got everything out except the water heater.
Looks like a piece of, like a chest of drawers and then a dining table, so maybe something that was an heirloom or something. A lot of that down here.
You going to take it out to her house on your trailer or something?
This was her only home, so I don't know where she's living, but
Okay.
we could figure it out and take it to her maybe.
You're way too close.
was pretty awful. Pretty
Y'all
awful.
weren't here, were you?
No,
It was my
Ellie,
house.
I greeted you, but I didn't know that you're the one that's getting this. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh,
It's amazing.
I hope it can serve you well. It's
will.
been in our family for since 2019. We'd done a big
Cool.
west trip. We'd gone out all the way to California,
Oh, fun.
up to western Washington, and then through Vancouver on down through
Cool.
Glacier National Park. So yeah, we were
Aw.
gone 35 days. So it has a lot of good memories.
That's a good legacy.
Hopefully you have a good time in it too. Now.
Where'd y'all come from? Where'd you live at?
Versailles,
How far?
Missouri.
Oh, how many miles is that? Take you a minute.
12 hours.
Y'all got all the way from Missouri?
Yes, we did.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. We were thinking it's too big for a family right now, and we were thinking of downsizing anyway, so we're glad it can bless you.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's just me and my dogs.
You got several dogs?
2 dogs.
2 dogs,
I'll show you.
okay.
Where are they today?
Here with my mom and dad.
Oh, that's so adorable.
Not barking at y'all. So,
Oh no, bad
see.
dogs. Our bad dog is in the car.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice.
they're sweet babes. And then on the background, I have the swimming hole, which is back in the game lands. Have y'all hiked all the way up there?
Where?
To this swimming hole that's all the way back. I went the other day. If you hike back in the game lands past Wilderness Cove,
Oh no, we haven't done that.
it's such a cool swimming hole.
Yeah,
And it's good.
yeah.
So it's the best
Did you go
thing ever.
swimming?
Yeah, I did.
It's a
In
bit
November.
chilly.
I go every
Yeah.
month.
Yeah, well, good for you.
We're going to get a camper? No, I said who actually is. She
Allie.
is. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't.
At least maybe 1,000.
Excavating's pretty good. It sets level right where it's at.
Well,
As far as left to right.
Tried. Actually, Matt did this one. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
Photogenic,
Go
right?
to Jenna. Yeah, I'm getting that way.
We'll see. We'll see how you do in Missouri. This doesn't go like 2 feet down or
I had my
stuck.
I had my triaxle in here a bunch yesterday. You'll be fine.
Where's he come in? Over there or over here? Where's,
right
now,
there.
where's the circular driveway? Is this it there?
Well, yeah. I was gonna let Allie tell me where she wanted to gravel. So
Yeah.
see,
Oh,
this
I
was
see
her
there.
steps in the front yard.
I was just digging these out. I had this little walkway that I put in when I first moved in.
This was her front steps landing was right here. That's the footing.
That's the footing.
So
You
this
can
is
see
like, there's garden here. Garden
Yep.
here.
Yep.
You know, I didn't.
Looks familiar, actually. My garden looks very similar.
Just a little bit of sand. It is.
Help build on,
This is
help
more
build on the
pavement
rock
than I've
part.
ever seen.
That thing is beautiful.
It's
Also,
only
it's
10
just
years
as
old.
big as my house.
Yes. And when you said your square footage, I think I can talk to him about that.
It really is. I'm glad to see y'all in here and see y'all enjoying it and everything. But if Grandfather listened to me, I'd owned the whole valley by the time I took him. Was 40 years old. Because I had a $3 million backer that wanted to put a campground in where his place was out there from through KOA. And if I'd done that, I could have bought every piece of property that come up for sale. And at that time, the water was gravity fed. You didn't have to have no well.
Right.
But it's just unreal. And like I say, my goal is to raise $1 million for Green River Cove. Because I want to see it built. I want to see it built back. I cried when I rode up through here, and my daughter, she said she come up through here the other day and said she had to let her husband take over and start driving because she just started bawling so hard she couldn't even drive no more.
Yeah.
So people that seeing it now that's never seen it before, they wouldn't recognize it what it looked like before.
They wouldn't know what it was like. They'd never know.
Yeah.
Oh, you can
Thanks,
go
Ron.
ahead and check it out.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Is it okay to put the bump out?
You should be, yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. How cool! cool. Whoa, this is huge.
It'll get bigger once we get the bump out.
This is super cool. Tell you what, this shower is nicer than the one in my cabin. How cool. This place is awesome. Oh. Pepto-Bismol. Oh my gosh. Oh, y'all are so sweet. You really stocked it.
Oh, I had lots of fun doing that.
Oh, you're so sweet. There's towels and bedding and...
I tried to think of everything I would need if I'd go camping, but I probably missed some things.
No, that's so sweet. This is amazing.
Well, I had so much fun cleaning it one more time.
Oh, you are so sweet. It's beautiful.
I cannot imagine how much you have gone through already, but there's a couple bunk beds back in here too.
Cool.
I don't know if your dogs want to sleep back there or not.
Well, they'll sleep with me, but that's so cute. Oh my.
So if you know of anybody that needs stuffies and you don't want them, you can pass them on.
Aww. Oh my gosh.
And yeah, there's some church ladies that sent some
Oh,
comforters along.
those are gorgeous.
So, yeah, if you have any items that you don't need, you're welcome to pass them on.
Thank you.
Because yeah.
Oh, this is so sweet.
And there's nothing, we didn't get the fridge going because we didn't know if we're going to deliver or not. So it's empty in here. But
No,
yeah.
that's great. I gotta figure out electricity and all the things.
I had a friend that delivered or had a bunch of food, so she
Thank
helped
you.
with that. And
That's amazing.
this rug, I thought if you want an outside rug to keep the dust from coming in so much, so that's for that.
Oh, that's so thoughtful.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
I don't know if you're a coffee drinker, but I supplied a little bit of coffee.
I
stuff.
am a coffee fiend.
Okay. It's nothing fancy, but I made sure. That's our daughter and our son.
Oh, that's a beautiful photo.
Russell's 16 and Tana is 13. So.
Oh, what a beautiful family.
Our two oldest daughters are married, and I just became a grandma last
Congratulations.
week.
Last week?
Yes.
Oh, what's their name?
Oh, he's a Kyler Dwayne.
You're gonna show me a photo?
Yes, let me find a photo here.
This looks good.
This is awesome.
I have an inverter generator on those platforms.
There he's yawning.
Oh,
It's a place to stay.
he's beautiful.
Yes, he is. We're really enjoying him. It is what it is.
That's a jack going down, I think.
Oh no. So kind. Truly kind.
We've just glad to help out.
So y'all helped coordinate getting it here with after Jake had contacted Jake first, and you kind of did the phone contact and all that.
Right,
Yeah. I was talking about this down at your house earlier.
right. And Jake gets on his tractor and his excavator, and that's where he's happy.
Yeah.
So all we did was do a little paperwork and do some phone calling, and happy to help him. But can't be on the tractor and then trying to
right.
get something like this pulled in.
A what?
So it all worked out.
So it makes you feel good when you see something like this happen.
No, I mean, it's golden. I mean, it's. We had a lot of silent majority issues recently, and the silent majority, which is the core of the Americas, it's just awesome. They're just good people helping people.
Yes. That's the best thing that's come out of the storm is the people helping people, the humanity.
Yeah, and these are the real folks. I mean, this is what gets it done. This is who we are.
Yes.
So.
It's amazing.
This is all we have.
It's absolutely amazing.
The awning is pretty well shot out here.
That's cool. No worries.
That one, I think I would probably just leave it up. I mean, you can take it out, but if you get any kind of wind, it's just going to tear it off.
Yeah, all good.
But yeah, otherwise, as far as I know, everything works. Furnace, AC, water heater, everything's good to go. So. There you go.
That's amazing. Will you give me a little orientation to where everything is?
I can.
Okay.
You bet.
Yeah, we gotta be better about that.
Right, all your furnace and AC controls are here.
Okay.
So that's,
Are you writing all
actually,
this down, Ellie?
I've got the gas turned off, so I need to turn that on. But furnace, AC, that's your thermostat for both.
Okay.
Sorry, Vernon, let me get out of your
Yeah,
way.
no problem. If you got electric, that's your electric water heater.
Okay.
If you're using gas, this is a gas water heater.
Okay.
Electric and gas.
That's right. And I should have made a note of that. Which one's what?
I remember.
Then this one is, which you probably won't be using this one if you got if you're gonna have water on site.
Yeah.
You won't use it. This is the water pump for if you use a water tank.
Cool. Okay.
So otherwise, yeah, you don't need to use that one if you got water here. Otherwise, let me see. The one problem I had, none of the receptacles work for some reason,
Okay.
and I tried to figure out what it is, and finally, I figured out it's all these safety. It's all these safety outlets here. The switch for that, if for some reason those don't have any power, the button for that is back here. On this receptacle is a reset button right there.
Oh, got it. Yeah. Okay, cool.
So as soon as you get that, everything works.
Ooh, this is so fun.
There you go. Otherwise in here, I think, as far as I know, everything else should be self-explanatory. This is a master switch. If some of the lights don't work in here, this is a master switch. If you switch this one off, some of them won't work.
Okay.
But otherwise, and actually same on these, all the interior lights, this switch right here is a master switch for all the interior lights in the kitchen area. So yeah, otherwise.
And where's hot water heater and all that stuff?
Okay, this is your hot water heater here, these two.
Yeah, okay.
The hot water heater is underneath the stove.
Okay.
And you can access it either from the exterior or if you pull out this drawer, you can bypass the hot water heater, which I don't think that's anything you're ever going to use, but there is valves underneath there to do that.
Cool. Okay.
Downside on this camper, ever since I bought it, none of the lights or the stereo worked in the slide out. I cannot get power there, and I worked on it, and I could not get it. So you need to get somebody that's smarter than me on.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all.
There you go.
I'm kind of a lamp person, so just put
there
lamps
you go. So
everywhere.
you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you. This is amazing.
Yeah, you are welcome. Your water pump's down here.
Okay.
Which that's the one I told you probably never would use it. It's behind this panel.
Which, if you don't get your water back, you can get somebody to fill that for you and use that water.
That is correct.
Yeah.
You can get them to fill that water tank and then just use that pump.
Cool. That's easy.
And if it gets chilly, one thing I was going to do, and I wish I had brought some great stuff along, where these pipes go down through the floor.
Yeah.
You can barely see it right there.
Yep.
That's a draft coming up through there.
Okay.
And I should have brought great stuff along and filled that up. Otherwise, yeah, the camper should be pretty well weather tight. So.
Okay, so what's great stuff?
That foam,
just like some
just
foam.
a little aerosol can of that foam stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I can do that.
Cool. Because if it gets chilly, you're gonna have a draft coming out of this cabinet.
Got it.
If we don't, and I noticed that just yesterday.
Okay, cool. I can do that, no worries.
Otherwise, I don't know if Lena may show you or if you even clean this area out, but there is a bunch of storage under the bed here.
Oh, sweet. That's amazing.
So, yeah, and that's Yeah, you use that for storage, whatever.
Cool. This is amazing.
The only other thing I would like to show you that I've been having problems with and I could not figure out what was going on. This is your gas here.
Yeah, okay.
And I can turn that. I'll turn it on. If you look in underneath here, I don't have my flashlight on. But there's a little red. Can you see where it shows red on there after you see it's turning green now?
Uh-huh.
So that means your pressure's good if it's green. If
Okay.
it's red, your tank's empty.
Got it, okay.
It's supposed to work. You got another tank on the other side. It's supposed to work where you just switch this over,
And that switches it to the
and
other
then it'll
tank?
switch it to the other tank. I cannot get pressure from that tank to the regular.
Okay.
I tried
So
everything I know
rock
how.
with this tank.
So then what I have always done, take this tank out and move that tank over to here, which is kind of a pain.
Okay.
Unless you find somebody that knows what's going on. I cleaned out all the lines. I think it's this hose back here. It's collapsed on the inside, I believe is what it is.
Okay.
So just something to, keep in the back of your mind. Because it never worked from the day I bought it, so I have no idea. No idea what's going on. Okay, yeah. Just remember, turn it on.
Yes, I will.
And then usually I do when I turn it back on, I usually turn the cooktop on and light it, let it burn for a little bit.
Okay.
Otherwise, the furnace igniter keeps on igniting till gas is there.
Okay.
So yeah, otherwise, as far as I know, you're good to go. So, you're welcome.
Can I get a little interview of you and your wife? And come on over here a minute. And I'm gonna get y'all's names. I didn't get your names. And Ellie, turn around here a minute. Let's just do a little closing video here. So what do you think?
It's so beautiful. I'm so overwhelmed by how generous y'all are. Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Now tell us your name.
I'm Vernon Zimmerman. This
I'm
is my
Lena.
wife, Lena,
And you're from where?
from Missouri.
How many miles did you bring
Versailles,
us?
Missouri. I'm not sure how many miles we drove. 12 hours, roughly. 12 and a half hours.
Plus several traffic jams.
Now, how did you find out that she needed this?
Lena May found your videos on Instagram or somewhere social media.
It's because of your videos that
Oh,
I
okay.
found this.
I
Yeah.
didn't
She
know.
found it, and one day she came home and said, "Can we give away our camper?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I don't care."
Well, how about that? That's
So,
amazing.
and it took several weeks, but finally she got in touch with, was it Jake, maybe? I'm
Yeah.
not who she got in,
Yeah.
who you got in touch with.
Jake, and then he passed it on to Ron to take
Yeah.
care of. And
Yeah, and she made the connections, and here we are.
Absolutely.
Ron called me last Sunday when it was on my afternoon walk, and yeah, here we are.
We were looking to sell our camper because our families, the two oldest are married. The next one's already in his teens and might not want to go traveling with us. So yeah, I don't know. So we'd be looking downsizing.
Right.
So that's, and then Lena came up with that idea. Said, "Hey, can we donate?" I said, "Sure, I don't care."
I was just
So
hoping
that's
it's
where we
good
are.
enough yet to be of use to you.
Oh, it's amazing. It's absolutely incredible.
It's a blessing to us to know that you'll
Did you
be
see
able to use
the
it.
video of us tearing her house
find some
down?
comfort in it.
I don't know.
I haven't yet.
There's a video of Jake taking her house down, unfortunately, yeah.
I
See
don't,
it.
unless it,
You probably
I
wouldn't have
was
known what it
thinking
was.
Maybe I did. Now that I looked at this house, was it up against it?
against it,
I wonder if I might have seen that one.
I'll show you a picture.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, thank you
I'm so
all for
sorry.
reaching out, being
We're
a part of the recovery here.
We're just glad we can help. I mean,
Yes.
we're honored that we're able to help a little
It's a
bit.
blessing to be a blessing.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
It feels like just a tiny little.
No, it's huge. It's huge for me.
Great. I'm glad you can use it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
out of my brother's basement.
There you go. I just wish we could have got you a little bit newer camper.
No,
but,
it's amazing.
yeah, that's all we got. So there you go. Yeah.
Like my house did.
We put miles and miles on. This one has seen every western state in Canada already. So since we had it